Mom Training Podcast with Diana Ballard.
Hey, it's Diana. I was scared to become a mom. I was self-employed, traveled around the world, and I was afraid I'd lose myself, my ambition, be restricted, and be a hot mess. I started interviewing hundreds of moms to figure out what skill sets and mindsets I needed to keep my future family a priority and have the time, energy, and resources to achieve my own goals and hobbies. Each week we discuss how to run a successful household and enjoy your roles as mom, spouse, housewife, and individual. Come learn how to create the life you want while having a family. I'm glad you're here. Hey mama, welcome back to another episode. So glad that you're here. I really hope that you had a little bit better of a week this week. Maybe been able to focus your mind a little bit more, quiet your mind a little bit more, be able to maybe create some more possibilities, and let's continue to do this again this week. I had a special request from a listener of the Mom Training Podcast about our children during this time and how to help them to cope or how to help them not be so engulfed with media all the time. I think when we're stressed, it's the easiest thing for us to go and put the TV on for the kids, give them a tablet. But as the mom, let's try a little bit more to try to mold them to not only be on media during this time and all the downtime. So I'm sure there's a million different ways that we could go with this, so many different opinions, but I'm just going to share what I do with my kids. My kids are young. My kids are 5, almost 3, and almost 1. So I'm going to tell you what I do with my kids and how I am purposefully and strategically training them already for the future. And hopefully it can spark some ideas with you. With this new crisis of everyone staying home, I've had to create a new routine. And with that routine, my kids know what to expect, what comes next. And in having that routine, it makes it easier for me to control a little bit more what they're doing. So just to kind of tell you a little bit of how our day goes, we wake up in the morning and we have breakfast. And then after breakfast, it's playtime. Now, playtime is so important because, for any age, is to not be connected to something. It's so important for someone to be bored, someone to need to look for something to do, because that's where creativity is sparked. That's where they learn how to entertain themselves. That's where they, don't need to depend on someone else or something to help them. And a lot of the best things that have been invented, created, like a aha moment at solving a problem, has been when someone usually has been trying to look for something to do and has enough time to sit there and think about something. So maybe your kids are little right now. Maybe you're like, dude, my kids will not play by themselves. This is something I have had to train my kids in. Now, when there is media in the home, when there is movies, when there's Disney Plus now, it is challenging to train your kids to want to go do something on their own. So, but a little by little each day, saying, okay, guys, we're going to watch, this amount of TV right now, and then we're going to stop and we're going to do something else for a little while. Now, if you're used to watching TV all the time, this might be a challenge for a couple weeks as you're going to give them opportunities to be curious, opportunities to be bored, opportunities to go and find something else, go dig in the dirt outside, go and find a toy that they haven't played with for a long time out of the millions of toys that kids have, right? So playtime is so important. Board time is so important. Just let them be bored. Let them just have to use their mind, because as we start to train our kids up in being able to, be entertained by themselves, to be able to figure something out, find a hobby that fills their bucket, maybe they pick up drawing. Maybe they pick up dancing. Maybe they pick up, there's crafting. There's so many things that they could pick up and do other than media that can increase their ability to be okay other times, to be able to focus better in school, to be able to focus better at home, follow better directions because they're not needing something or someone to tell them what to think, to tell them what to do, and to stimulate them all the time. You know, the days that my kids don't get enough physical activity or play, oh my gosh, bedtime and like the evening time is like rough because they have so much pent up energy inside of them. And, you know, we can wonder like, what the heck, man, why are my kids so hyperactive? A lot of it is because they're not able to get their energy out, their creative curiosity spirit that's inside of every single kid, enthusiasm, curiosity, needing to look for things and, you know, explore and learn things. If they're stuck in front of a TV, all that energy and stuff gets pent up inside of them. All the creativity, all the curiosity. You think about what would happen if a large amount of the population just stopped being creative and stopped being curious. Man, dude, innovation might tank. And that's not cool, man. And so we need to help our kids to learn how to be self-sufficient in entertaining themselves. Does that mean they're not going to watch TV? Oh, no. You better believe that I have a TV time planned in my schedule every day. And it is strategically planned. This isn't just like an anytime thing. Am I perfect? No. Is there times when they watch a little bit more TV? Yeah. I mean, come on. But on a normal basis, strategically plan in when they watch the TV. Is it when you're doing the dishes, when you're cleaning, when you're working on something, when you're doing some self-care, when you're taking a nap? Utilize media to help you as a mom make your life easier. And sometimes it can be a break. Sometimes it can be, I just need a minute. I just need some silence, and that's okay. But if it's becoming an everyday thing, I want you to step back and think for yourself, is this really what I want for my kids? Do I want their creativity and their curiosity and their enthusiasm to be stomped on? Because that's literally what media can do if they are engulfed and have to be doing something all the time. Because media is far, far, far like more intense of stimulation than literally anything people can do. Playing sports, you know, that might be a borderline because that can be really fun sometimes and very adrenaline. But you cannot compare that to video games that are loud and explosive and like literally like, I mean, I've watched people play video games that they look like they're literally in it. You know, they're dodging things and jerking back and forth and they, you know, fly back in their chair because someone just shot something at them. I mean, you cannot like compare very many things to some of the media that's out there that our kids are getting exposed to little by little until they become completely engulfed in media. And in my opinion, it is drowning out our society. This media is created to be exciting. It's created to grab our attention and hold it and make us come back again. It's addictive. Bleh. I mean, bleh. Ugh. Come on, guys. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. And we can do better for our kids. So, in our daily routine, there is a planned playtime. And then after that playtime, you know, during that playtime, I'm cleaning, I'm cooking. That's when I do most of my cooking for lunch and dinner is in the morning time before 10 a.m. That's when I pretty much have lunch and dinner mostly done because that's my time in the kitchen. That's when the kids leave me alone because they're playing and it's planned that way. The baby crawls around and plays all by himself too. I mean, it's great. And then nap time for my baby is when my 2 older kids get to watch some TV. And man, do I utilize that time like nobody's business. And sometimes it's a nap. Sometimes it's just, sitting writing in my journal. Or sometimes it's drilling out details and writing up stuff and working on business stuff. And other times it's continuing more cooking on my like heavy meal plan days when I'm making meals for like a couple days. That time is utilized. And then it's lunch. And then it's playtime again. And this time for us is going to be outside. We're not having snow anymore. Or doing some type of activity. Then we go for a drive so the 2-year-old can take a nap. And then it's come back and it's playtime again. And dinner and then bed. And then it's mommy and daddy's time to work on whatever they want to, spend time together. So I want to encourage you to do 2 things right here. 1, I want you to look at how much media you and your kids are taking in every day. And think of how can you decrease the amount of media that you're both watching. And I know it's a coping mechanism. I know it's a time to check out. I have had to pull in myself too, and I don't ever watch TV. I rarely ever watch movies and TV, but man, I'll tell you what, sitting down there and watching a good movie with my husband or watching the movie with my kids, man, that is just feeling good right now. And that's okay. That's okay to veg a little bit, especially during this time. But if it's over-vegging, if it's overindulging, if it's consuming your whole time and your life, you're just sitting there, girl, come on. You got this. Get up, make a plan, control what you can control. Number 2, give your kids a gift of being bored. Give them a gift of being able to utilize their creativity, their curiosity, their imagination. And kids are addicted too. So you take away that time on the tablet, you take away some of their time on the TV, man, they're going to react just like an addict reacts. They're going to cry and they're going to scream and they're going to be like, why? Yeah, there's going to be a detox for your kids too. But would you rather have a kid addicted or not? Would you rather have that habit start now? Or can we pull it back a little bit? Can we stop it? Can we move away from media addiction? I know that these times are hard. And I know that things are different. That the situation that you're in right now is not the same it was like a month ago. I know that it's different. But you can get up and make a new routine. Forget about what once was and focus on what is right in front of you right now. How can you take what you have and create a new routine, something that you can be proud of? And maybe you're scrambling all over the place. You're like, girl, I don't know how to make a routine. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to manage these things here at home. Okay, I hear you. I also want to invite you to continue to join me. I just did my first cooking live on Facebook today. Come and cook with me. I love to cook. I will share so many things with you if you want to learn how to cook. You want to learn about routine? Let's do it together. Routine is like my lifeblood. I would love to share it with you. And if you want to learn how to take a moment and create it into something amazing and something you can enjoy and be proud of, girl, you're in the right place. That's like dessert. Don't give up on where you're at right now. Don't give up on your abilities or the power that you hold. Don't give up. Have hope in the future and have hope in this moment. Can you take what you have and turn it around into something beautiful? I believe you can. No matter what you're going through, you are the only one that can take your life and your circumstances and switch your mindset to see the positive in it and to see where you can improve and how much better life will be after this crisis. I believe in you. You are amazing. I love you. I'm continuing to pray for you. Let's get through this moment together. Do not give up. Go check out the cooking video on Facebook. I'm excited. I'm going to try to do them every Monday. I hope I can be consistent with them because I love to cook and I would love to share with you. So come see what I'm cooking. Come join me. Come talk to me on there so I know you're on there. It'd be awesome. And don't forget to share the Mom Training Podcast with other moms. We're going to continue to focus on the skills that moms need right now to get through this hard time. You're beautiful. Your kids love you. Love yourself as well. And you have a great rest of your week. And we'll see you next Tuesday on the Mom Training Podcast. Hit subscribe so you don't miss anything. You can hit me up on social media at Diana Ballard Live or on my website at dianaballard.com. See you next week.